although you're earthbound. You were made to soar amongst the clouds, but never learn to rise above these crowds.
음.